How's it going, YouTube? This is Alpha Prime back with another raid video. A lot of people have been requesting them, and there's been a lot of changes to the game, so I thought I would just do a little bit of an update to the raid mode. Now, you'll notice that a few changes have been made. One is that there's combat bots now added to the game, so people are putting combat bots on bots like Trax. You can see Trax here is equipped with flak, and now Trax is now turned into a gunner. He stands back at the back of the squad, and he's able to deal damage from afar, which is really, really nice. Keeps him alive longer, and keeps him able to use his smoke, this ability right here to add that smoke screen and protect the bots. You can see a 4-star Trax protects up to 60% for 18 seconds at level special ability 8. So that's a must bot for the raid mode. Another bot I want to talk about here is, you can see he's using First Aid. And First Aid is great as a healer because First Aid is doing that clumped healing. He's going to heal all the bots all at once. So if you're going to bring a healer to the raid mode, First Aid is definitely one of the better bots to bring. He also has those medi bots which can also protect bots. Another bot that's important to bring to raid mode is Inferno. Inferno is going to add 30% extra damage to all attacks, including special abilities. So if you pair that with Cheetor, for example, Cheetor deals high damage per second, especially when he's in his cheetah mode. So using Inferno and the cheetah just deals massive, massive damage. You can see that he basically started this from the beginning. And that's another tip. You guys start at one corner and work your way up. Don't try to beat the whole base because you're just wasting attacks. Start on one side, path your way to the HQ, take out the HQ. Look at this. He's only taking out maybe 20% of the base, and he'll finish off this whole map by only finishing off 20% of the base. That's called efficiency. That's how you save raid attempts. And you can see he uses the smoke track, attracts smoke screen again. Blaster is a good bot because he deals high damage per second with his minions. And you can see there's a little glitch happening now in the game. The developers are working on fixing it. There's little black dots that start circling around. Those are Soundwave's minions flying in the air. They should be Blaster's minions on the ground, but that's something that developers are working on to fix. And other bots he uses are Snarl. Snarl's got high damage per second, and he's able to, look at that. He took out base 4 in the raid mode with one attempt, using these bots, 4-star bots and some 5-star bots combined. Of course, you're going to have to start off at a lower level if you don't have your bots leveled up past 50. But, you just have to use the right bots, work on them, and you'll get better at this raid mode as you go. So you can see they're 100% in one attempt, which is really, really nice. I also want to show off some other attacks, but that's definitely a very good strategy, using high damage per second bots and focusing on one side. You notice that he also used Optimus Prime to help keep his bots focused and headed towards the HQ. Optimus Prime is a must for the raid mode, in my opinion. Let's look at some other attacks, and we'll also talk about other bots that are must-have bots. Tank gave us another replay. Let's take a look at Tank's replay. Okay, so we just loaded up Tank's replay here. And you can see he's got a monster squad here, and he's doing Raid 6, which is a higher mode, but you can see common bots that are used. Trax again, Cheetor for high damage, Gnaw with those minions that are popping out. He's got Silverbolt with the flak, Trax with the flak, and Hot Rod with flak. And he's using Combat Bot Fire Drive on Rust Dust, so high damage per second. His squad is all about dealing devastating damage. He's got such a high-level team, and then the Trax just keeps his bots alive, so he doesn't have to use too many healers. And Wheeljack is used because Wheeljack now has a boost. His ability at the 5-star gives 10-second boost to all teammates' speed by 76% at level 10. And of course, it's a little bit less for the 4-star. I think you only get 8 seconds of speed boost with the 4-star. But Wheeljack's one of the really good healers for the raid mode if you've got a dominating squad like Tank. And he uses Ultra Magnus because Ultra Magnus deals really high damage per second for a tank. And that's basically all. He just lets Cheetor go. And Rust Dust's ability is really damaging. It's cheap to use, his ability. So Rust Dust there is dealing 3,500 damage over 10 seconds. So he just keeps laying that fire suppression down on the base. And Silverbolt is great for this mode because he's got great range, can stun bases defenses for 26.1 seconds at level 10. So that's just money there, stopping those nasty acid belters, those mortars that shoot acid pellets that slow down your squad. You want to make sure those ones are stunned. And this one doesn't have those huge shock towers, so those huge shock towers, you know the thunder towers I'm talking about. Now, if you encounter those ones, bots like Cosmos are great for those, for taking over those thunder towers and dealing devastating damage to the rest of the base. So hopefully there's a Cosmos replay. If there's not, that's another bot that I really love to use whenever I see huge thunder towers. I bring Cosmos to take over those towers and deal devastating damage to the base. So we're just going to forward this a little bit. I talked about every single bot here. Hot Rod, you know, he just deals high damage per second, so that's why he's one of the bots the tank likes to use. And he's got a lot of health, and he hides back at the back of the base there. And he'll give invincibility to certain bots that are in trouble. Like Wheeljack was taking fire from that acid storm, so he used the Hot Rod ability to keep Wheeljack alive and healing his team. And then off to Ultra Magnus now to keep his Ultra Magnus alive, because Ultra Magnus is at the forefront of his attack. So this is a level 6 raid. It's really high level difficulty, and even with tanks monster bots that are all like level 60 plus, you know, a lot of them are dying. And that's, you know, efficiency for you. He started in the middle there, and you know, honestly, like, it probably would have been better just to start on the right side here and work your way up to the HQ. But you know, he wanted to carve a path to the right side, which is not a bad thing either. So you start up in the middle, and then you keep to one side, making a path to the HQ just to save raid attempts. So let's take a look at some more replays. Now here's Texas Hammer's attack on a raid 4, and he's got another squad that's looking a little bit different, which is really nice. And again, high damage per second is the key, and he uses bots like Perceptor to take over defenses. Like you notice there that laser is attacking another laser, and that's kind of what you want to do. And you see here, this is so smart of him. He's going to go right to the HQ there with Optimus Prime's ability, stun everything, and then use Rodimus Prime's ability with the shield and combined, and then he's just wreaking devastation on this base here. Snarl, high damage per second. Rodimus Prime's ability again, and Slash is probably in his dinosaur mode, using his invisibility to attack the defenses as well. So you can see there that by rushing right to the HQ, he's already dealt devastating damage to this entire base. And the HQ is now down to 16 more attempts, 14 attempts, 13 attempts. So basically, Raid 4 only took him one attempt to finish. And that's the key and the secret to doing these raid battles, is using high damage per second bots like he's using here. Cheetor, Slash, Sentius Magnus has lots of life, and his ability is really strong, and he's just going ham on this HQ, and it's going to go down in one attempt. Raid 4 down in one attempt. Of course, he's got very strong bots all over level 60, but you know, if you don't have them, it's okay. You just might not need to do 2 or 3 attempts instead of just one like he did. But there is just the strategy there is sound. You just rush to the HQ and destroy the HQ as fast as you can. I would use, personally, Trax in my squad there, just because Trax, if you don't have bots like his bots, use Trax to lay down that smoke screen and protect your bots so they take 60% less damage. So that's one more replay. Let's take a look at some more replays. Okay, so we have one more last replay for you. He's the same squad again, and it looks like he's going to use a similar attempt here. And let's see what he does here. You can see that he's equipped one of his bots with a combat core, the special command attack, and that adds attack damage to all special bots by 7%. So you'll notice that there's that little like circle above those bots. That's what's going on there. He's adding extra, and special command flak jacket. So that one adds damage protection from mortars and missile launchers. So he's using a few really nice cores to help protect his team. And again, right to the HQ, there's lots of these little shock towers, which is really nasty. And that's where bots like Perceptor come in handy to convert the area and help deal extra damage to the base instead of your own bots, because those shock towers deal AoE damage. They're really, really nasty. You want to make sure that they're not hurting your bots. As you can see, some of his bots went down because those shock towers just deal so much damage to everything in the area there. But you know what? He's done a good job here. He's taken down a lot of the defenses. Again, this is rate 5F, so it's not easy. There's a really high level there, and he's already taken down a lot of damage. And those are just some tips that I wanted to share here. So his Cheetor here in beast mode there is keeping him healthy. Like you can see, his Cheetor is almost at 100% health, even though he's taking lots of damage there. And now the HQ is down to 13, 12, and so everybody, like, if you've got a 5-star Cheetor, that's just like the star of this game. He's just so strong and so powerful. Great for outposts, great for power leveling, great for this raid mode. There's nothing that Cheetor can't really do. You know, he's when you equip him with a flat core, he's going to stand back at the back of the base if you don't want him taking heavy damage in certain situations. But once you get into like a situation where you want to kill you want to go into kill mode, look at that, man. He was just able to recover this attack so well. Like, he had no bots left, and then Cheetor and Slash just took over and dominated this attack here. And of course, Springer had that Micronus core, keeping all his bots healthy and alive. So those are some raid tips for you guys. Hope you found it really, really helpful. I'm going to leave in the description below the must-have combat, I mean, not combat bots, the must-have bots that are good for raid mode that I recommend you guys work on and improve. They're going to help your game. But, you know, you got to watch. The Optimus Prime is the key to all those attacks, guys. You notice that people just start rushing to the HQ and ignoring the rest of the base. You don't even have to take out the whole base. All you need to do is have strong bots like Slash just to keep working on the HQ. And as long as you get Slash within the HQ's, you know, within range of the HQ, just let him go. And as long as you're getting points from Micronus and other cores to give more combat points to your team, you're in really, really good shape. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like if you haven't done so. Likes really do help my channel and get my videos promoted, so really, really appreciate it. And if you're new, really appreciate a subscribe. We do giveaways for all members and subscribers. Every time there's a video that I post, I'm going to try my best to give out Alpha Prime loot. So for this video, we have 5 Alpha Prime loot links, which will go towards 5 lucky winners. All you got to do is comment below that you play this game with your Alliance name and your name in game, and you'll be entered into a draw to win one of those Alpha Prime links. This is Alpha Prime. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.